Before we go, I have to point this out. Brooke has been stroking herself with a paintbrush across her face this entire time. I'm gonna call you out on this because it's been bothering me the entire.
I didn't think you were gonna do this to me.
Because
Oh my god. Okay. Well, now I have to defend myself. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spilling the Stew, where there's always something to feast on. My name is Brooke, and this is my best friend and co-host, Anthony. And today we're stewing on modern dating in 2026.
and the joys of people watching.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too. Okay, so without further ado, let's turn on those burners and start spilling the stew. That felt good. That felt real good.
Okay, I hope so. We're getting better at this.
I hope so. I don't know. I mean, we did learn, actually how to edit last time, which was
Don't
helpful.
say we, you. Don't give me credit.
Oh,
Don't give me credit.
Please give me credit for that, because I'm like a technological dinosaur somehow. I don't know how anything works ever, and somehow I figured out how to edit audio clips.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, who am I these days? I'm going to learn how to code next.
I love that.
I'm going to be a coding girl, and everybody's going to be so surprised by me.
Ooh, I love. Wait, I kind of love this
My
development.
STEM era.
We're keeping the STEM era. We're keeping up the neuroplasticity. We're learning new skills. We're having a good time.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Okay, Anthony, we're back. We're back for episode 3. How are we feeling? What are we thinking?
We're feeling good. I will be very honest and say that I have been looking forward to recording all week. Now that it's becoming a little bit of a habit, I'm always very excited.
Yeah.
It's a nice little fun thing to take my mind off of school right now. We're about to roll into a finals week.
God.
Shit's getting stressful, but we're handling it, and we're taking a nice little break to record the pod, and I'm excited to talk to you about modern dating.
Okay, girl. This is I had the same thing where this whole week I was like, I need to talk to Anthony about my choices.
Oh, God, Lord.
Oh, there have been so many choices this week that...
This week?
Yeah, in 1 week I decided to throw myself back on the market, throw the available sign back up after many highs and lows, and it's now Sunday, and I started on Tuesday, and my life has become very stressful. I actually hate dating more than anything in the world. I avoid it so much, but obviously I'm very freshly, newly single, and all my friends are dating and having fun and meeting guys, meeting girls. I was like, okay, let's try.
Throw your hat into the ring, perhaps. Yeah.
Throw my hat into the ring in Texas. Babe,
It's a choice.
Texas, okay. Can I get on my story about what happened on Tuesday on St. Patty's Day, just to start?
On St. Patty's Day. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, girl.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to not say every detail of what happened, because I will not out people, and I will not cause myself more personal trouble in life circumstances.
We here at Spilling the Stew are HIPAA compliant at all times.
We are HIPAA compliant for me.
We are always HIPAA compliant.
We are, and we need to be, because oh my God, I made choices. And I don't know. I fear me single is a different beast. You saw me in undergrad, and that was a time. I don't think I was horrible. I was just no. I'm a different person when I'm single. And now, after coming out of a really long-term relationship, I'm a literal entirely different person. Knowing how to date. When was the last time I dated? 2023, maybe? So... Yeah. So it's I don't know what I'm doing. I'm using old tricks, and it's it's been a moment. It's been truly a moment. Tuesday was St. Patty's Day. Wednesdays are actually my busiest day of the week. I have to teach, I have class, I have office hours. Like, Wednesdays are packed for me, like, to the brim. And I was like, well, that's not going to stop me from going out and drinking green beer. This is a holiday in which I love and I support because I love Ireland and I love a free Ireland. Like, that's kind of like my whole thing.
You're an ally.
I'm an ally to free Ireland, and I also desperately love an Irishman. They do something to me. Anthony Boyle, if you ever end up hearing this, I will shamelessly throw myself at you. You're probably like 30 years old. I just don't care. I would do anything for that man. And so, yeah. Tuesday was a big day for the girls. So we got my two best friends here, got together, and we're like, we're going to go out in our little green outfits. I was wearing a green corset that my roommate from college gave me that I haven't worn since, like, I was single last time. And so I was like, this is such a full circle moment.
Oh my god, I remember your undergrad friends trying on this corset. I remember this.
Oh my god, Connor literally putting on the corset and strutting for everybody. This corset has a history. There's a history attached to this corset knows secrets. It knows things. It saw things in college. Oh my god. And it's like, okay, for one, also, it was intentional because it's really hard to get off. So I was like, nothing crazy is happening tonight. We are locked in. We are cinched. Lauren came over early and literally pulled that bitch tight and said, "You're in." Tied it up.
Not a chastity belt, a chastity corset.
A chastity corset because my boobs needed to stay inside. They needed to stay inside and enclosed in this single era. Because at this point, on Tuesday, I was not dating. Okay? I was not in my mindset to date. I was wearing my little trousers, because who am I if not a woman who wears trousers? Sure. And my little corset. I had my rings on. I had my big gold hoops because gold. I don't know. I felt really stunning. I'm doing my makeup in a new way, so I'm like giving myself more eyelid space, which I know means literally nothing to you, Anthony, but to me it meant the world.
I'm nodding like I understand, but I really don't.
Literally.
I'm just like,
yeah, sure. No, but I loved it, and I felt so cute. I had my little, like, my going out purse. You know, I felt really, like, beautiful and like myself.
We're aestheticizing it.
Yes,
it, you know?
It felt very aestheticized. And I needed it. Like, we've been out, we've been out since I've been single, but, like, I've been very, like, in my friends, like, in my head, wearing comfortable outfits, like, nothing too crazy. So this was, like, my step back out into the scene. It was my moment. It was a Brooke moment. I was the sun in this moment, you know?
Yeah. And part of the moment is getting ready for the moment.
Yes, I was watching, okay. So, unlike some people, I don't listen to music when I do my makeup because I find that to not be stimulating enough for my wildly ADHD brain. Like, I need to, like, watch a show, and I'm in my film era these days. So, I was watching my new favorite movie, the best movie to ever be created of all time, and this is going to literally make me sound like an 80-year-old man. But I was watching All the President's Men. What do you know about All the President's Men? What do you know? Because now, it's my favorite fucking movie. Robert Redford.
Not enough, apparently.
Robert Redford? Oh my god. Another man. Do you know Robert Redford?
I know the name.
Oh no. You have to look him up in the 70s. 70s Robert Redford is like peak. I just need a man from the 70s, you know? Like,
sounds like
which is impossible. Like, now they're, 80 years old?
Yeah, roughly.
78 years old. Yeah, so it's not going to happen. But I'm watching All the President's Men about, if you don't know, about Woodward and Bernstein and their uncovering of Watergate and how they published it in the Washington Post. I'm a historian of this era. I know it very well. I've been told to watch All the President's Men literally my entire life. My entire being has been around this movie and I never watched it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm getting ready, you know, like, let's just put on a movie. And I was like, sure, All the President's Men. And so I threw it on, and I loved it. It is so good. Oh, and, like, if you don't know what Watergate is and you don't understand, like, the intricacies of, like, the 70s, like, politics, you're not going to get the movie. You're going to hate it. But if you do, it is literally, like, peak. So I'm like geeking out nerd style. watching All the President's Men, doing my cute little going out makeup, feeling really beautiful. Then Lauren cinches me in a corset. We go over to Carly's, and we're drinking Guinness. Well, I'm drinking Guinness.
Like a true Irish person.
I was like, I really need to get into this. We're doing St. Patty's. Because last year I didn't do anything for St. Patty's because I was domesticated.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo. Lame.
I didn't have fun. So this year, literally so much fun. I had 2 full Guinnesses before I left.
Damn.
And my stomach does not like beer, which was a thing I didn't think about. So I bloated like a bitch. And I'm in a corset. So I feel already kind of icky before we even go to the bars. I feel icky and I feel a little gross. And immediately at the bar, the first bar we go to, order a beer. Because I can't like make good choices for myself. Because the beers were green. I was going to get a vodka soda because that's my go-to. Because it's easy on my tummy. And it gets you very drunk, right? But I get to the bar, and they're, like, putting, like, green food dye in the beer. And I'm like, this is so fun and festive. I want to be a part of this moment. So Carly, Lauren, and I all get green beers. And then we have a little photo shoot in the middle of the bar. People around. Who cares? Who cares? And we're Irish jigging, and we're having fun, and we're dancing, and we're having such a good time.
Good.
It was so fun. It was really great. Like, the first bar was, like, Carly, Lauren, and I feel like when we go out, we're just in our own little bubble. Yeah. And, like, we forget that there are other people around. So much so that, like, we'll, like, accidentally bump into people. Like, we just don't understand what's happening. And I think it's fun for us, probably not for other people, but who cares, you know? And so we have a few beers. I get very, like, sufficiently drunk. We head over to another bar because Carly was going to leave because she, you know, she had a lot of stuff to do. Totally fair. At least she came out for St. Patty's, you know?
Yeah.
So we call her Uber while we're there. Lauren and I are, like, chatting. Carly's going home. We're like, okay. We go out to, like, the big sidewalk where all the bars are. We're standing out there after the bar. And we're just waiting. And then 3 men walk up to us right after Carly leaves us. 3 men.
Right after. Okay.
Right after Carly leaves. Lauren and I are pretty drunk. And we're looking around. We're like, where the fuck are we going to go next? Are we going to go back to the bar we were just at because we like it a lot? Or are we going to go to a new bar because Lauren and I wanted to dance. We wanted to have fun. We wanted just to be stupid and enjoy St. Patty's.
Sure.
And then 3 men walk up to us. And they start talking to us. And
okay,
newly single, I was like, I don't think I'm flirting, but I can't tell if I am. Okay. I'm also very drunk, and I'm very talkative as a person, hence having a podcast. So they're like, do you guys want drinks? And we were like, yeah, we're just trying to figure out where we're going to go. And they were like, oh, we can buy you guys drinks. And I'm like, well, yeah, I want drinks. I want free drinks.
Fine, twist my arm.
Yeah, like, what do I do, you know? And so they're like, oh, let's go to the shot bar over there. Let's take shots. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes, please. I'm like, my drunk is, like, kind of tapering downward. So, like, I need a shot. Like, I need to, like, maintain. So we go to the shot bar. And one of the guys is very into me. And he's a sweet boy. I will not talk bad about this man. He's a very sweet boy. He was actually very cute. We have a very similar vibe. I was not feeling it. I wanted drinks and I wanted to hang out with Lauren. And from that shop bar onwards, he was, like, with us the whole night. And he was like, just tell me if it's okay or if it's not okay if I don't come with. And I was like, that's so uncomfortable. I was like, I haven't done this in so long. So I was like, what the fuck do I say? And so I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, you can come with. It's just like Lauren and I are kind of having, like, our own night. And he'd be like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, just, like, tell me if it's not okay if I come with. And I'm like, I thought I just did. It's like, I thought I just said it. And, like, in so many words, you know, like, whatever. And so we know one of our friends is at the bar, the bar that we end the night at. And so we're like, we're going to go there, and we're just going to kind of hang out with him and his friends to find some, like, refuge, hopefully. Get it. And, like, he's, like, a very tall man, so I was like, maybe I can, like duck behind him, you know? And,
sure.
Trying to get this guy to maybe leave a little bit. And it's not, again, this guy's not a bad person. I just was not feeling it. Sometimes you're just not into it, and you can't And you can't.
Yeah.
Like, he's the cutie patootie, but I just couldn't. And so he comes to the bar with us. He buys us more drinks, which I love because I needed drinks, and I did not have enough money for more than, like, 2 drinks for the night. So I was...
Real.
Yeah. I was very happy to receive the drinks.
And
he was also paying for Lauren, too. The other boys that he was with left him, and they were like, you should give him your number. And I'm like, no, stop.
These other boys are telling you in front of him that you need to give him your number.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, guys, like, stop. And I was like, what are we, 12? Like, if you want my number, just ask for my number. Like, don't have your buddy be like...
Well, okay. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you out on this. Because you did not use enough direct language with this man. Because you know as well as anybody that you need to be direct with men if you want them to go away. And you are now complaining that this man was not direct in asking for your number.
Oh, God, I'm a hypocrite.
So I'm going to call you out on this. You're being a little bit hypocritical here.
You're so right, though. I totally was, but I was so out of my depth. I haven't done this in literally 2 years. I was like, I felt like I was in the Matrix. I was in just, like, a random, like, weird, like, parallel universe situation. Because I was like, obviously I didn't see myself single, you know, at this point in my life. So I didn't think I was going to have to do this anymore. Mm-hmm. And so I should have been more direct. But he was a very sweet person. Like, I did like talking to him. Like, he had some really interesting stories. And he was like, I mean, he really liked me. And so, you know, it's nice to be liked. So I was like, okay. And so we were, like, out on the terrace of this place for a while, talking with him. And then his friends came back and they're like, did you give him your number yet? And I was like, stop. I was like, stop.
You should have just been like, oh, actually, like, I'm trying to spend... I'm fully, like, backseat flirting here. But you should have just been like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, you should have just been like, oh, I'm trying to spend the night with my friend, but I'll give you my number, you know?
Yeah.
It's like best of both worlds. And then block him.
Yeah, well, okay, so we'll get there.
Oh, no.
No, I feel bad. I feel so bad, but we'll get there. We were just talking, and, like, we were sitting at these tables outside, and it was really cold, and he kept trying to give me his jacket, and I was like, I'm not taking your jacket. I don't want to give you any innuendo that I want any type of flirting or anything. And he was like, it doesn't have to mean anything. You could just take my jacket. I was like, I know, men, it will mean something, and I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not egging this on any further. Like, I just wanted to talk to him. I didn't want it to be, like, flirting, and it was very heavy flirting. And I feel like a lot of dating now for me is really hard because a lot of men think I'm flirting with them when I'm really just talking, and I'm just kind of being myself and being a little outgoing, and they immediately take that as me flirting with them. It's like, I really am not. I'm just interested in people, you know? I just like to talk. Yeah. And so we're out there. He reveals he has a bald head under his cap. Makes me touch his bald head, which was, like, really a brutal moment. Like, it was a really hard moment. He had a full mustache, too. Like, you know, like, 70s mustache, like, my type of thing mustache. Oh. And, well, no, I couldn't.
On purpose shaved bald, or?
Yeah, he made me touch it. It felt shaved.
Oh.
I don't know. And, like, okay, you know, he plays electric guitar for a band, and he has a 70s mustache, and he's a leftist. So I should have been digging him, but I just couldn't. Don't know what it was. And so we were out there for a while. My drink was gone. I'm, like, looking at Lauren, and one of the guys that he was with was trying to talk to Lauren to get us to hook up. And I'm like, no. So then I look at Lauren, and I go, I think we should go home so we can order a pizza. It's, like, 1 a.m., so it's, like, kind of early for me. You know, like, I usually am out till 2, right?
Sure.
And Lauren's like, are you sure you don't want to stay? And I'm like, no, I want to go. Like, can we go home and order a pizza? Like, I want to leave. And she, like, whispers to me, she's like, am I cockblocking? You guys seem to be getting along really well. And I'm like, you're not cockblocking. I'm just, like, the worst right now, and I don't know what I want here, and I think I need to go home. Yeah. And she was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, I think we should get an Uber home. And I'm like, thank you, Lauren. Like, she really had my back there, which we love Lauren. And so then, you know, we order the Uber, we go inside, he's, like, getting a little close to me, and I'm, like, kind of running away because I'm so avoidant at this point in my life. I'm, like, truly back to 2023 me, which is, like, horrifying. And he was like, well, you know, I really like you, I think you're really beautiful, you know, all that shit. And he's like, can I get your number? He's also, his band was playing at, like, a local place soon, so he was like, you know, come see me. Come to my show, like, I'll put you on a list or whatever. And I was like, though this is my dream, okay, no, I don't want to go to your band. I'm sorry to this man. But you were getting along with him. I know. I'm just so avoidant right now. And we'll get there because it gets worse.
Oh,
so
God.
I gave him my number. Okay. I did. And he texted me twice in one night. The first one was sort of coherent. He told me to text him when I got home. I didn't, because I'm like, I'm not dating you. Like, I don't need to text you when I get home. I don't even know you that well.
Yeah.
And so...
He's being polite, I guess. That's
he's
nice.
being nice, but it's also like... Oh, no. I don't know. I'm just, again, horribly avoidant. Now I literally can't find the text right now. But he texted me 3 times and was just like, you're amazing. He said I was his superstar, I remember, and that he loved talking to me and he wants to talk more, and like, would I want to go out sometime, whatever. And I just left him unopened, and I feel so bad because I literally can't say anything. I'm like paralysis, like choice paralysis. I can't do anything about it. I'm so avoidant. Yeah. And he was a sweet boy, but I'm just not. No. And like for me, like I like a person who's like gone to college and has like very similar like moving life goals, like going to move out of this area, leave Texas, do something big hopefully. And he wasn't anything like that, and I was like, I can't do this. Like I would be a horrible person if I got into anything with you. Yeah. So I left him to the wayside, and poor boy, if you're listening, I'm so sorry, brother, but I can't. My mental state is not something you want to handle currently. Yeah. Yeah. So then on yesterday, I downloaded Tinder because I am, again, a horrible fucking person. And I've been talking to a new man from Tinder. Okay. And he's getting his PhD. Okay. He's really tall. He's very sweet. He's from Ohio here. And so and he's here right now. So me and him were like keying about being in Texas and all that, and we get along really well, and he's more like my speed, so I was like, cool. And then now I'm getting all the validation on Tinder, and I'm like, oh, I remember why this is so addicting. Like, people keep being like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. Somebody super liked me, and I was like, oh my god, like within my first few minutes of being on Tinder, and I was like, this is already overwhelming. And so then I looked at it, and I was like, I was having some wine with my friends, so I was like, well, I'm going to message. And so I was like, what about you made you super like me? Because I was like, tell me. I was like, I want to know, like, what about it, Like, it's smile, like, being so vain and so wine drunk, okay?
It's for attention.
Oh, I felt terrible. And he's actually cute, too, so it was fine. And he was like, oh, well, obviously you're beautiful, but I love your taste in music. And I was like, yes! I was like, win for Brooke, I'm cool. And so, yeah, I don't know. So modern dating is really weird for me right now. Because also, so many people on Tinder are, like, far right, like, Andrew Tate stans. Yeah. And that is not something I had to deal with too much when I was dating in 2023. Like, I don't think Andrew Tate was as big as he is now. And so, that's brutal. I've only matched with, like, a dozen people because I am so scared to swipe right on somebody because they're all so far right. So it's been a fucking coaster of a week. Yeah. Emotionally, mentally, I'm like so not sure what the fuck I'm doing back on Tinder or dating in general. Yeah. But I'm doing it.
But you're back on the horse.
I'm back on the horse.
We're getting back on the horse. Yeah.
Very southern of you. Very southern of you. Very Texas.
That was yeah.
Yeah. So that's my super, super, super long story of this week. I know that was a lot of me talking, but I had to tell Anthony about this because I didn't purposely tell you this whole week after all this shit happened, because I was like, I want to see your reaction to the literal shit show that I'm getting myself into. Like, oh my god, I hate dating, Anthony. Anthony, I hate it. I'm so not this person. Yeah. I'm not I'm not somebody who can do, like, the, like, you know when people are like, oh, you get butterflies in your stomach, it means you like somebody? Yeah. I hate that feeling. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like feeling nervous.
Oh, interesting.
Because I have an anxiety disorder. You think I like feeling nervous? I'm like,
That's fair. That's fair. But it's, like, a fun nervous, like, I don't know. I like it. I remember feeling that, and like, I remember like the exact specifics of in the moment how I felt about that. Not like really, but like I look back on the way that I was feeling and with like I'm sure some of it's probably a little bit of nostalgia and like rose-colored glasses with it too.
Yeah.
So like in the moment, I'm sure it probably doesn't feel great, but then it's like, but then afterwards you're just like, oh, it's so fun and silly and whimsical, and it's the start of something exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I just feel like actual like poopy butthole shit right now, like dating
Happens.
And it's not like that I shouldn't be dating. I need to be doing this to just like
keep yourself sane.
Yeah, to get myself back out there, like fully. But it also like starting over is insane. This is a weird feeling. Because, like, when I was dating before, I wasn't starting over from anything. I had only had, like, short relationships. It wasn't that serious. This I'm, like, starting over from the person that I thought I was going to marry to, like, having to date new people is such a mindfuck that will be discussed in therapy. We will, again, we have to mention my therapist every episode. Shout out. But, like, this is something like, wow, this is a weird feeling. And it's, like, I'm not doing bad at it either. Like, I'm pulling bitches, okay? I have a lot of men that want to, like, hang out with me. Like, I'm still, you know, I'm still myself. I'm still Brooke, you know? It's just weird.
Yeah. It's that weird, awkward sort of, like, I always say that I'm bad at first impressions. Everyone around me tells me that I'm not. I feel first impressions are, like, top 10 worst feelings of all time. Like,
really?
It's a combination of several things. One, social anxiety. Huge, big, massive problem for me. I always feel like I'm impeding, I'm intruding, I'm awkward. I always feel like that no matter what. And I know that I'm not. But like, when I'm first meeting somebody, it just bubbles up. But, like, with anybody that I've had more than 2 conversations with, we're good. Like, and even by the end of the night, meeting somebody, I end up being good. Like, we course correct by the end of it. That, and I don't know how to dap people up. It's a problem. It's a problem.
You don't?
No. Well, you know what? I'm going to expand this to mean I never know how to greet people. I'm going to say that. Do I hug somebody? Do I dap them up? Do I shake their hand? Like, do I just, like, wave? I give a little kissy. I always just hit the awkward little gay guy wave, like,
aww,
you know, like, hi. Like, hi. I try to be as pleasant as possible, and it goes well, fine, usually.
Oh my
so,
god.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I just, like, get in my own head so hard about an interaction.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, social cues are so strange. And I feel
it's not even, like, it's honestly not even the social cues. Like, the social cues I feel like I'm totally fine with. It's just crossing the Rubicon of, like, getting to interact with this person for the first time. Like,
how do I initiate this?
Exactly. How do I initiate this? And, like, that's how it is for me with, like, my patient practices. We have patient practices in medical school where we practice with actors that get us used to patient interactions, and, like, I always feel really, like, tense and awkward there too, and it really just is, like, a first impression thing, I think, for me. Because normally I feel like I'm pretty good at reading social cues and reading people's body language and things of that nature. But yeah, something about a first impression is just always so, like, scary to me. Yeah.
I think that's so surprising knowing you, too, because you're very good at, like, conversation. Like, you're very good at, like, meeting people. But I guess you never know, like, that first interaction, that first, like, initiation of contact can always be weird, too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what the other person is expecting from it, you know?
Also true.
Yeah. Like, when I was at my parents' place and I was meeting their friends, you know, they're giving my parents hugs, but they don't know me. So, like, do I give them a hug?
Exactly.
Or do I shake their hand? Like, usually with grown men, I just shake their hand to assert dominance, mainly. To be like, I'm a fucking, like, I got you, bitch. I'm a feminist, you know? Like, just to assert my dominance. But, like, with women, I'm also like, oh, I love women, you know? It's like, I want to give them a hug, but then people don't like that. And I don't even like hugs very much, but I want to, like, show that I'm nice and cool and whatever.
Sure.
But with kids our age, I should just dab them up because that's easier. And people always go in to dab you up, too. So, like, you know, you gotta...
Yeah.
You gotta learn.
Well, this is even the next most awkward thing is in, I don't know why, but in cross country, my coach was always very adamant that we knew how to introduce ourselves. So he made us do the handshake game where we introduce, I'm not kidding. He would make us introduce ourselves to each other on the team. And this would be like, it would be partially like a team building exercise and partially a way for us to learn how to like introduce ourselves to somebody.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It's fascinating, but I think honestly it was probably a really good idea.
Yeah,
and so
no,
then
it
I got very used to, when I meet someone, I shake their hand and I say hello and I introduce myself, and I got very used to that. And then somewhere along the line, we decided as a society to start jabbing people up, and I wasn't privy to that. Somebody didn't. I didn't get that email. I didn't get that email. I think I missed that email.
It's been happening forever. What about high school? That's where you learn.
I must have missed the email. I don't know.
You must have missed the email. I think that's crazy.
I must have missed the email. I don't know. So then all of a sudden we got to college, and just the awkward hand slip grip, just hurts like a motherfucker every time.
Well, I have nails.
I'm like, and nails.
I have nails, so I've scraped people.
Well, and then the awkward, like, eye contact that I make afterward of like, I just botched this interaction completely, and then I tried to just force my way through it with a conversation, which that usually works. So
yeah,
like I said, so. It's that first initial contact with the person, and then the entire rest of the night, I am amazing.
You're peak. Everything's okay.
Great.
You are a social god. Well, you are. You're always very. Yes. You have your first initial loss, and then you win.
Yes.
I love that so much. What a way to look at life. I live.
Yeah. You should always be trying to win. You should always be winning.
I am always the same way. In conversations, I'm so desperate for it to go well that I will literally just talk.
Yeah.
I will just speak and speak. Well, also because I don't really have like an off switch for talking, I don't think. Like, I never really have. So, like, I'm just talking, you know? Like, I overshare to the max. And, like, I never know when I'm oversharing until after, and then I go home and I go, now, why the fuck would you say that to a total stranger? Yeah. Now, why the fuck would you... Now, why... Yeah. But I don't really care these days. I think my, my Zoloft is working well, or I'm starting to care less and just, you know, be more myself with that. But, oh, God. Yeah, that's my spiel, I guess, about the past week and me starting dating again and absolutely not knowing what I'm doing, but, like, I'm getting a lot of attention. I'm not being vain by this when I say I'm getting a lot of attention, I promise. I'm so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting people to like me.
My steak is too juicy, my lobster's too buttery.
I know.
Isn't it just such a shame that all these men like me? What do I do?
It's so terrible to complain about. I'm actually a terrible person. Like, I haven't been on Tinder, like, since this morning. I went on Tinder, I opened it up, and I saw, like, all the messages, and the one guy I was chatting to, like, one of the random guys last night was like, please let me take you out to dinner. And I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And, like, it's weird because, like, I haven't, okay, real moment, and then we're going to move on from this, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna get into it. And then I'm going to move on after. I haven't felt, like, desired by a partner in, like, literally months. Like, I think maybe since the summer, maybe even later. Like, my partner did not, like, desire me at all or, like, even care that I was, like, there. So seeing all of these men, like, really, like, oh, you're gorgeous. Like, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna treat you right. I'm like, holy fuck, what do I do here? How do I handle this? What do I do here?
Yeah.
It's a shock. And they're all
really
a welcome
nice
one,
right?
It's so welcome too. It's just like I'm so anxious as a person. Like, from my character, I'm anxious. So this is stressing me out, and it shouldn't because this is such a good thing. But, you know, I am the way that I am. So it's going to be something I will deal with this next coming week, and I'll probably be fine about next podcast.
Yeah.
We'll update.
We'll come back in a week and we'll have an update.
Next week, we'll talk about how I'm feeling if I end up going to dinner with this guy this week.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I
think I should just do it.
I think you should just do it. Yeah. I am so excited for you, and I'm so proud of you. And don't ever call yourself a terrible person because it's very exciting and it is very scary. So
it is so scary, but yeah.
It's very scary. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
We need to transition into your topic, though. I've overtalked. I've overstayed my welcome in this voice note. It is Anthony's turn to describe people watching, because I love people watching, so I'm so excited to hear what you have to say.
Well, so I guess we've already kind of gotten into it a little bit with like first impressions talk. So I had a few different people watching events sort of happen this week. So my first one, I texted Brooke immediately after this had happened. So for my medical school, I am the wellness chair for my class. And so I, as one of my little jobs that I've given myself, I'm the birthday fairy. So every time someone's birthday comes up, I buy them a little novelty, or not novelty, like just like a plain birthday card. And then everyone in the class signs it, then we give it to the person for their birthday. So I always just go to the Dollar Tree because, broke, oops. We love medical school sometimes. So yeah, I was at the local Dollar Tree in my town, and I was going to check out, and I was like, oh, I don't have any cash in my wallet. I need some cash. So I got cash back. And so I was waiting for the cashier to finish everything up, and as I'm waiting, this guy struts up to the register, only open register in this Dollar Tree, with the swagger of a man who either has too much confidence or too much drugs in his system.
Oh, no.
And he's dressed like the latter. And I don't want to make stereotypes, but just, I mean, like I said, first impressions, there is so much contained within a first impression. So I'm watching this guy walk up, and he's talking very loudly on the phone, also a bad sign. And so I'm like, okay, lady, I know it's your job, but please hurry. I don't want to have a forced interaction with a man that could be on drugs. Please don't make me do this.
Yeah, please get me out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy is talking very loudly on the phone, and he's concerning me, and I'm trying to focus on what he's saying, but also focus on getting out. So then she hands me my cash back, and I turn, and the way that I was like standing at the cash register, it made more sense for me to turn towards him as I turn towards the exit. So I turn, and as I pass him, I'm watching him spin in a circle on FaceTime, like talking to his friend, and he's just like, I'm gonna demonstrate for the viewers at home. Well, I mean, you can't see me, but Brooke can see me, so hopefully she's gonna laugh. So he's spinning in a circle, and he's just like, yeah, I can't wait to get off of parole. I can't wait to get off parole. This place is sweet. And I was like, what?
Oh no.
What's going on? So this guy, I don't even know what was going on, but he looked like he was having a good time. And honestly, I hope that he gets off parole, because he just seems like he's having a good time. He's spinning. I don't know. This is having a good time. So that's my first people watching story, and I sent Brooke an audio voice memo about this literally 2 seconds after it happened. I don't think I had even gotten into my car yet before I started the voice memo.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god.
So then my next one was, a bunch of my Purdue friends are on spring break right now. So one of them, Emily, Brooke knows Emily very well from working at the YMCA.
Yeah, Emily.
Yes. So we had... she was like, oh, let's get lunch. So we go to one of the local coffee places in town, and we're just sitting. It's a very tiny coffee place, and it's very popular, so very frequently everything is filled. So luckily there were a couple of chairs open, so we sit down, we're just yapping, having a good time, talking, and we're also like vaguely trying to people watch, but it's also kind of hard when it's in that tiny coffee place. And so, like I said, it's very busy. People are coming in and out all the time. And so this dad and his daughter come in. She couldn't have been older than like 7. She gave like kindergarten age. And so we were at 2 chairs of a few chairs that were centered around this giant chest that they use as a table. And so we're at 2 of the chairs. The other 2 chairs are open, but nobody's sitting in them right now, partially because I think nobody wanted to sit next to us, which is fair.
Jeez.
And partially because there were other options. I mean, we were hitting a hardcore yap sesh. So, the dad tells his daughter to sit down in the chair, not directly next to us, but like near enough to us. And, well, he ordered. So he goes to order. She's sitting, playing with this rotary phone. She tries to like pick it up and take it with her to a different seat that's opened,
Oh.
And she's fully just not totally understanding that this thing is plugged into the wall, which, like, fair. I'm sure you don't know what a rotary phone is because you're 6 and it's 2026.
A child.
And it's a child. But still, she was definitely old enough that I think she could have problem solved and realized, oh, this is plugged into the wall. I can't just take it with me and play with it. It's a decoration. She was definitely old enough to realize it was a decoration. Whatever. So she's clanking it around as me and Emily are trying to have a conversation, and
oh my god,
I'm just like glancing at her, and Emily just like laughs at me watching this girl, and then we go back to our conversation. Eventually they find a different spot to sit, and so then I turn to Emily and I'm like, okay, so what was that? And she's like, yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. Then, oh my god, this was fucking crazy. They find a spot to sit like around the corner from where we're sitting. But it's very open concept, and there's like, I can't fully describe. It's very hard to describe exactly how this place is set up, but it's set up in a way that, this girl came up next to, but mostly behind Emily, and just goes, "Hi," way too excited. Starts interacting with us as she's fully like turned at me, having a conversation with me.
The child.
Oh my god. Just goes, hi! And Emily just goes, hi! And then turns back to me and continues to have the conversation. Yeah. And the girl just kind of stands there like, and then just turned away. And we, like,
you got cursed.
I think we might have gotten cursed.
She literally cursed you. The look that Anthony just gave. Oh my god.
I think we might have been cursed by this little girl. And then she was talking so loudly. I was so over it. And I get it. I get it. She's 6 and I like kids. I like working with kids. But you can also, like, kids are pleasant to be around, but they can very quickly become unpleasant to be around. Yeah. Depending on their parenting. I maintain that there are no bad kids, there are just bad parents. That might be a hot take for some people, but I think that we are mostly driven by nurture, not nature, to get to the nature. Oh. I'm a scientist. I'm always going to break up nature versus nature. I am like 80% nurture, 20% nature, is my opinion.
That's crazy. As like a med person, to be more nurture versus nature.
I think we are like 80% nurture, 20% nature. That is my opinion.
Fascinating.
That's my opinion. But so again, I maintain that there are no bad kids, there are only bad parents. And I think it's a completely situation entirely if you're like on an airplane and there's a screaming baby. Fair thing to be annoyed about. Yeah. And
it's literal CIA torture.
It is CIA torture, and it's not always going to be the parents' fault in that situation. But again, 20% nature. It's an infant. It's going to scream and cry and shit its pants. That's what they do. They scream, they cry, they shit their pants, and that's just what they do the whole time.
That's their only features.
Exactly.
That's all they come with.
They haven't unlocked that part of the tech tree where they stop being annoying yet. So, but for a 6-year-old, like, 6-year-olds can be fun to be around, and 6-year-olds know how to sit quietly. They can know how to sit quietly. They can learn. Mm-hmm. I just think that people suck at teaching 6-year-olds how to sit down and be quiet. And like, sure they'll have their moments, but if most of the time this child is annoying me as I'm trying to have a conversation with my friend, that's on you. That's not on them. That's on you. So that's my express opinion on that.
I find that so fascinating that you're a nurture over nature person. Because, like, I'm a humanities girly, so, like, I'm obviously going to think nurture through and through. But I would expect a med person in medicine to be like, biology, truth.
Yeah, well, that's why to me, obviously, like, it does play a very big role. Like, if you have a certain, like, congenital condition, or if you have, like, your genetics are your genetics, there's only so much you can change, but there's a lot that you can change. Like, especially, I guess when maybe I think about this more in the aspect of human behavior, it's a lot more nurture than nature. I guess maybe our physical bodies are much more nature. But even then, like, you can change your body so much and so drastically. Like, there are a billion different body types out there. So yeah, I'm of the opinion that we are the people around us and what we decide with ourselves, and so that's why I think that children aren't evil.
Okay.
Brooke's gonna disagree.
I like it. No, I just, like, I hate to be the, like, angry feminist who hates children, but I don't know. I don't hate children. Well, my hair is now red, so oh god. No, I don't hate children. I want to get that straight out there. I don't hate children. I just find it very hard to be around very young kids because they're like sensory hell for me. Like I'm obviously I've worked with kids for so long, and such a like huge part of my life has been working with kids, and I feel like I'm actually quite good at it. I'm not like maternal. I'm just good in, I guess, positions of authority. I don't know. That's kind of like a weird thing to dissect there.
I think you're very good at, to bring it back to communication, I think you're very good at communication, and I think you're very good at knowing the right thing to say at the right time to a child, because that's an acquired skill. Because you can talk in the same tone to a child as you do with an adult, but you need to change the language and you need to frame it in a way that they understand.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Maybe that, because I would always get, when I worked in childcare, I'd always get, oh, you're going to be a great mother. And I'm like, I'm not doing mother stuff. I'm not mothering these kids. That's not my job. I'm like a teacher. Like, and I don't know. That's kind of why I went into teaching. It's like, I feel like I'm good at this. Yeah. But with like kids below 6 years old, 7 years old, I have a very hard time because I don't like things that are like really dirty. And kids at that age tend to be covered in muck and slobber and ickies, and, you have to change diapers. That's not something I ever want to have to do. I just never want to have to touch a dirty diaper. Yeah. And crying is something that has always made me really uncomfortable, but when, like, a kid is, like, scream crying, holy hell, get me to the next room. I can't handle that. Like, on my last flight, my last long-distance flight, there was a child right behind me. I'm not even kidding. Ooh. The chair behind me, crying the whole flight. And it, like, the kid was like maybe like 4 or 5, so they're a little older too, so it's like almost, they have more lungs to them, so it was it was hard to handle. And I had my headphones on and I was watching my show and I was texting Anthony. I was texting Anthony the whole flight because they had Wi-Fi, which was so sick. So I'm texting Anthony, and I'm like, I actually feel like I'm going to start crying. I was like, I'm going to join this child. Yeah. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I can teach kids those age, and, like, I can have that role, but I just find kids that age very hard to mentally handle. And so they're just kind of sensory hell for me. So I'm not a big fan of young kids. Older kids, I don't mind. I like when you can talk to a kid and they like actually understand.
They say some amazing shit. Their perspective is so funny to me. I love it.
They're hilarious. They're so funny. And they're so, like, pure of heart with everything that they say, which makes it even better. They're so sincere. And, like, it makes for some funny moments. Like, sometimes they'll say stuff that really hurts. That's really mean. And you just gotta take it out of the cheek and move on. And then sometimes they'll say the funniest thing or do the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life because they don't have any, like, discernment. But also, my biggest thing is that young kids from, like, 6 to maybe even 18, you know what, we'll go all the way to 18, they can be evil. Like, they don't have a moral code yet. Like, they're in the process of learning morals and morality. So they could be, like, actually, like, horrible. Like, they could say some terrible things, like, especially because I, like, mimic people around them or stuff that they hear, and, like, we're in the age of Andrew Tate, like, they hear some horrible stuff on their, like, social medias now, and they'll say that shit to you and mean it, and that sucks. Yeah. And that's not fun.
I think they, so again, this ties into my nature versus nurture argument, and why I think we're much more nurture is that's, you're surrounded by what you hear, you're going to start echoing it. And I think for a certain age demographic, that kind of stops around when you start to hit puberty and you start to understand that the words coming out of your mouth are taken literally. I think for a lot of entirely elementary school kids and a lot of middle school kids, they just say things for the purpose of inflicting pain. They don't say things for the purpose of saying that specific thing. They're looking for the emotion that they want out of you. They're not looking to say that specific thing to you.
No. They're still testing their boundaries of communication and conversations, and that can be brutal. It can be brutal, and, like, it's never really been a problem, like, for me. It's just something, like, I've witnessed with working with kids for so long. And, like, again, I know I'm going on a rant about, like, young kids. I actually don't mind working with kids. I'm actually quite good at it, which I don't know where that came from. Like, I don't know what is in me that made me good at that.
It's the teacher in you. I think a parent and a teacher are they're very different roles. They are very different roles.
Yeah. I mean, it's just hard when you're a woman and you teach. Yeah. Well, both are not nearly appreciated enough.
This is true.
Well, women in general. Let's get into it. Women in general are not appreciated enough.
I haven't even finished my...
Yeah, sorry. Let me just go into, like, my feminist rampage real quick. I can't help it. I can never help it. Well, we never started. It's always been there.
Real.
Yeah. Real. No, okay, I won't go on it. But I think that God bless teachers. Y'all handle stuff just greater than anybody else in this world. I worked with a lot of teachers when I was a camp counselor for, like, summer jobs. And some of my best friends from college are teachers. And it's like the shit that they deal with is incredible. Like, they are such great people, and they don't get paid nearly enough for the literal nurturing of the people who will take over this country at some point. Are you kidding? Or take over any country and do have positions of power later? You're kidding. You nurture these human beings and you get paid, like, nothing for it? What? Like, I think that's ridiculous. Like, we give such a stress for, like, medicine and everything, like, with what you do. You know, we pay doctors quite well. And I find that so interesting that, like, you know, physical, like, the nature part, we tend to put a lot of emphasis on and give a lot of monetary value to. But with teachers, we're just like, nah.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's, okay, no, I am going to go on a feminist rant. It was a traditionally feminine job. Well, not traditionally, it turned into a feminine job, post-war era, whatever. And so when things become feminine or pink collar, they tend to be lower pay, like secretaries and stuff like that. So, and nurses compared to doctors. So maybe it is a feminist thing. Maybe everything is feminist.
Well, and to turn it into a political thing,
Yes.
I think that, like you said, we're very focused on the nurture part of, like, we need to focus on, as you said, like, just getting, like we don't care as much about how they're raised, partially because it is seen as a feminine job, and partially because they're alive, they're a body, so that's all the government cares about. But to tie it back into, like, the whole pro-life argument, it's like all you care about is the baby being born. You don't care what happens to it after.
Yeah. It's so similar to that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same argument. Everything kind of goes back to that.
Yeah.
Oh. How does everything go back to conservatives fucking us up?
Because I think that empathy needs to be taught, and it's not taught enough. And that's the reason we're in this hellhole. Is that people just think empathy is implicit, and it's maybe not. Yeah. Again, nurture argument. Nurture argument.
Yeah. I mean, when I went on my left wing swing, that's a fun thing to say.
That is a very fun thing to say.
When I got into it, it was literally just me learning empathy. Like, that was it. Once I learned empathy, I became a leftist. Like, that's just kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Also, if you hear stomping, I'm so sorry. The people above me, that live above me, are, I don't know, dancing, jumping up and down. Seems like they literally jumped off the bed 2 seconds ago. So if you hear thumping, there is no way, in fact, I'll be able to fix that out of this. I'm not that good at editing. So, just a warning.
We love an upstairs neighbor pounding away. Happens.
Yeah.
Happens.
Anyways. They cut me out of my feminist rant. This is the CIA. This is the government.
Hate you.
They don't want me to talk about it. They're silencing me.
It's the government. They're stomping upstairs.
The government. It's Donald Trump himself. Donald J. Trump is upstairs.
You think he can stomp at this point?
I think he can fall.
I think he can. Oh, real. Real.
Yeah.
He's falling and immediately getting up over and over again so that it sounds like stomping. That's what it is.
Exactly. That's what it is. I'm never going to get a job in DC.
You'll be fine.
We'll see. Ugh.
It'll probably
be fine.
Probably.
It'll probably.
Yeah. It'll probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had another... Oh, yeah. My last people watching story.
Sorry. Yes.
So, like I said, we're about to roll into the final for this class that we're in right now in medical school. So naturally, it's time to run the coffee shop circuit in our area as we all study. And so I was at a different coffee shop with one of my med friends, Sarah, and she ordered a matcha, and it was like, it came in a mason jar, and it was like this, it was huge. I don't even know how many ounces it was. It had to have been at least 24 ounces of matcha. So much matcha.
Jeez. Yeah.
And so, there was, I don't know the proper term, but one of the workers was like clearing plates and taking them into the back to be washed. And so she was very good at her job. She was very like on the move, always moving. There's like 6 people in this coffee shop, but she's constantly moving back and forth. At a certain point I was like, girl, nothing else needs to be done. You're doing great. It's okay. I promise. And I know this because she asked Sarah 8 different times if she was done with her drink as it was going down slowly. And Sarah even said before that she got it, she was like, I'm gonna drink this so impossibly slowly. And she did. She fully did.
Yeah.
And this worker asked her like 4 separate times if she was done with it.
Oh my
I exaggerated 8, but the real answer I think was 4. Within
That's
like
still a lot.
it was a lot. I mean, what was the time period of that? 3 hours? For the course of 3 hours? So, like, probably a little bit more reasonable, but the way that we were so locked in on studying, it felt like she was asking her, like, a bunch of different times to the point where it was, like, awkward. I was like, Sarah, you need to finish your drink.
Just chug it.
Just chug it. It's fine. But yeah, I love people watching and always coming up with fun little stories to tell my friends about all the fun, silly little awkward things that happen out in the real world. Because it's just so silly, and it makes everything more interesting. Yeah, and it's gossip, but whatever.
It's gossip, but it's fun gossip.
But it's
fun.
not
hurting anybody.
It's meaningless. It's just fun, silly little meaningless stories.
Yeah, I think so too.
Except for the insane ones where they go on to live in your mind rent free for the rest of your life. Those are the real people watcher ones.
Those moments are they're lasting.
They're lasting. It's a great way of putting it. Yeah. Or like, oh my god, especially in bars. Ooh.
You see some crazy stuff in bars.
You see some crazy stuff in bars. Oh
I
my
might try to think, because we've been at the bars a lot. Not a lot, but
oh my god, we went out to Boys Town in Chicago, and we were at Roscoe's, and we just watched, we were people watching, and we watched this, these 2 men who, to us it had seemed like they had just met, and they were talking, and it seemed like they were hitting it off, because at one point I was just kind of glancing back over as we got done with the round of cards, and I just glanced, and they're like hard making out in front of the bar. And have you ever been to Roscoe's?
No, I still haven't been up to Boys Town.
Oh my god, we need to go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who know what Roscoe's looks like, they were at the bar where you first walk in, but in like the area where like it's very like open space, and there was nobody around them, and they were like on the bar, like they were leaning against the bar for no reason. They didn't need to be. There were seats open. There were
places.
There were places for them to go make out in a quiet corner. No, fully in the bar, making out in the middle of the bar, which, like, fair. Go for it. But I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
This is a lot to handle right here, right now.
Yes. Yeah. I that level of PDA, like, in the middle of an open space making out is crazy. Crazy.
It's insane to witness.
Yeah.
Because also you're like, oh, I'm in the middle of something.
I feel implicated in it, and I'm 30 feet away from you.
I'm part of the makeout.
I am now. You've now included me in this, because you're including everyone in this, because we're in a shared space. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy. I like soft PDA. Sure, go for it. Absolutely.
Hardcore
but,
PDA at the club.
Hardcore PDA at the club.
I don't know.
We can skip it. Leave that for later.
Yeah. I think I've always kind of, like, not, like, laughed at people, but, you know, it gives you a giggle
Gives you a giggle.
Like, when you're outside of it, but I have been inside of that one time and literally was not even thinking about the other people around, so I'm sure for them, they were just like, oh, this is such a cool moment, and then everybody else is like, oh my god, you're in a public place. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you need that friend to bring you back out of that.
Yes, exactly. And I think, let me be very clear that this is not restricted to one type of couple or one gender. I don't want to see something that personal, that public.
Yeah, it's everybody. Keep your love to yourself.
I am an equal opportunity hater.
Yes.
What's love? Oh my... Fuck that. Get it out of here.
That's kind of where I'm at right now, too. Every time I see people, like, holding hands,
you for a different reason.
Yeah. I walk into my class and I see people holding hands.
Yeah. Oh, gross. Ugh.
I'm like, you suck. They're totally happy and in love. I'm like, love isn't real. No, I'm not. I'm being so dramatic. Maybe the first week after that, I was like that, you know? The first post-breakup week, I was, okay. Okay. I guess I was clocked, Clock my tea real quick. I was a little grumpy. God forbid. God forbid I didn't want to see people happy. God forbid. I'm doing much better now. I saw people making out at the bar, at our favorite bar when we were out for St. Patty's, and I was like, aw, love. Aw, cute.
It's cute. It's cute in bursts. It's cute in bursts.
They were very much like just meeting each other, like, you know, those little like kisses to start. I was like, that's adorable. I don't want to see it, but it's adorable.
Well, but again, as long as it's like you're having a private moment. Tame, and you're having a private moment. Sure.
I think we're conservative now. This sounds so conservative of us.
Does it really?
Well, we're for two very different reasons. I don't know why. Like, for me, it's because I'm just a bitch right now, an absolute wench, but you just don't like this. This is a personal thing for you.
I don't know. Something about it is just like that feels very intimate, and I don't want to see it right now. Like, no, thank you.
I think that's actually kind of fair. Because I've never been a big PDA person unless I'm drunk.
Yeah.
If I'm drunk, then I'm like, okay, I want all the affection, and I will give you all the affection. But if I'm sober, I'm like, I don't really even want you holding my hand.
Damn.
I got better with that in my last relationship, but before I was like, don't touch me in public.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. So. I think, actually, I'm gonna, to make myself look less like a conservative, I think it was that scenario specifically where they're, like, damn near leaning over the bar, and, like, tongues are involved, and it's in public, in an open space, that I'm just like, okay, this is a little much, but, like, in the corner, go for it. Sure.
Go for it.
That's how you
find a dark corner.
Find a dark corner, go for it. Don't make me watch you have this interaction with this person. Like, this is
still
the
sounding
real
conservative.
Damn it. Oh, well.
No, it's okay. I think people will understand.
I hope so.
Because I get you.
Know. Okay. Well, you always get me, so it's fine.
We do always get each other.
We do.
I spill all my horrible stuff, and you say, well, maybe don't do that thing, but I support you.
Exactly. You know. That is the essence of what I said to you earlier, so... You know.
Oh my god, it is. You do this to me every time.
I do this to you every time. The listeners will learn this very quickly. I play devil's advocate, perhaps a little bit too much. Marley will call this out on... Marley will call me out on this.
You're still a man at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I am still a man. But I do think that I do play devil's advocate sometimes. But I play devil's advocate from the perspective of, like, make sure you think about how the other, like, what's the other person doing in this situation? Because, again, we need to be mindful of each other. We need to be mindful of each other.
Empathetic devil's advocate.
Empathetic. You are not the only person that exists in public, I think is the basis of this episode.
And I fuck with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that we all live in we do live in a society.
We live in a society.
Yeah. And that means you're going to have uncomfortable interactions with people. You're going to have great interactions with people. You're going to see other people have gross interactions. And it's just something you have to come to terms with. And I think if we want to move forward as a society, we need to be okay with things being a little awkward and a little weird and maybe a little bit uncomfortable.
I like that.
I'll try not to be as much of a conservative. I didn't say anything to them.
You know,
if I was a conservative, I would have said something to them.
Yes. If you were a conservative, you would have also pointed out that it was two men.
True.
Yeah, and you didn't, because you are not a conservative.
Well, I did say we were in Roscoe's, which...
Well, I guess, yeah, that is a dead giveaway, isn't it?
That is
well,
kind
no,
of a dead giveaway. Well,
women go to Roscoe's,
you know what?
too,
A
for
conservative would
comfort.
never be in Roscoe's unless...
There you go. Well, unless they're doing something... Unless.
Exactly. Before we
Yeah.
go, I have to point this out. Brooke has been stroking herself with a paintbrush across her face this entire time. I'm going to call you out on this because it's been bothering me the entire...
I didn't think you were going to do this to me.
Because...
Oh my god. Okay. Well, now I have to defend myself. I'm probably autistic. And I have my nail paintbrushes that I use for my nails because I just did them. Hello, they look gorgeous.
They do look
and
really
so
good.
it feels nice. It's like a little sensory thing.
She's just been like very lightly brushing it across her forehead, and it does look very soothing and satisfying.
It's
I will
nice.
say,
It
but
feels
you've been
good.
doing
It's
it the
amazing.
whole
Yeah.
podcast, and I've just been
I
noticing it, and it doesn't bother me, but I wanted to point it out because I thought it was
Oh
funny.
my god, I can't believe you just blew up my spot like that. Oh my god, I feel so open to the world right now. I feel so exposed. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Oh my god. I was like, what are you talking about? When you stopped and you were like, I have to point out one thing. I was like, wait, what? What are we talking about? And then you said the paintbrush. I was like, oh my god. You just betrayed my confidence. You just betrayed my trust, Anthony.
Oh my god.
Beautiful blue paintbrush that I've been using to soothe myself. Well, not anymore.
No, I'm sorry.
I got rid of it. It's gone. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here. I'm devastated. I'm so devastated.
Oh my gosh. Oh
can't.
god. Is that how we're gonna end? Oh no.
We're gonna end on my paintbrush.
We're gonna end on the paintbruch.
Oh my god, yeah.
All roads lead back to paintbrush.
All roads lead back to paintbrush.
Like,
Like, we can't even go from here. Like, I'm so gagged. I'm gooped and gagged by that.
No. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Is this a cliffhanger? Is this what this is?
I don't think it's a cliffhanger. I think that's so funny. I like, because it's a voice recording, so I just kind of like twiddle around and turn in circles and, you know.
Oh yeah,
like,
I do the exact
skim.
same thing. Well, the
Yeah.
last few episodes I've been playing with my Nido while we record, so I
had
can't
no
even
idea.
talk.
I had
Yeah.
no idea. Oh my
Well, because
God.
I'm private about my stims like a normal person.
Okay, well, I'm not because I'm probably a little autistic. I've never been diagnosed. My therapist just says I'm highly sensitive.
Oh my god. This
No,
is great.
it's actually the funniest thing I think that could have happened.
Oh,
Okay.
This is what it's for. Oh
my god. Okay, I'm so hot now. My
Anyways,
cheeks hurt.
you know what?
Okay.
It's not a cliffhanger. It's like at the end of a play, the main character just punches their friend in the face, and then the curtains close immediately, and that's the end of the show.
See it. Anthony just virtually punched me across the face.
I did fully. I did kind of. That SNL sketch where they all like slap each other.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you, mister? How dare you? Yeah, that's it.
Dare you? That's what we just did.
Yeah. Okay, we have to end this.
So-
We have to stop. I have to go. Well, now I have my paintbrush in my hand again. Oh my god. Oh, I need to go. I need to go and stim out. I need to like run a lap or something.
Sounds
Okay.
like it.
Anthony, this was so fun. Thank you.
Brooke, very fun as always.
Such a fun conversation. Thank you everybody for listening to me talk about my dating life, because I guess this is not what you're subject to, and listening to Anthony's super fun stories of people watching, because oh my god, I fucking love people watching. I love stories of people watching. I love the gossip. I love the drama. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in to Spilling the Stew. We hope you've enjoyed the feast.
See you next time, guys. Bye.